action.
Welcome to Rumikay Talks podcast, and this episode we're going to talk about reflection. It's time to reflect. This episode is inspired by me because I got attacked by some kind of virus or bacteria, and I had to stay home, and my voice may sound a little bit different than usual, but I still have to record podcasts so you guys can tune in. Our goal to release episodes every Friday. Sometimes life forces you to reflect, like in my instance. So you suddenly get sick and then you get cut off from the world and you have to just lie down and you can barely speak, you have a pulsating headache and there's nothing else you can do. Right now I feel much better, but a few days before it was an absolute mess. But on the other hand, this is also your chance to reflect. This is basically life tells you, man, you didn't spend time reflecting. Now it's time. Now you cannot do anything else. Now this is the only thing you need to focus on. Just take this time and think about your life. Think about things that you love. Think about things that you don't love and analyze. In those moments, try to expose yourself to the art of other people. Read books, listen to your favorite music, watch a movie that inspires you. It is usually fun to absorb different forms of art, but it also gives you an insight to things that you love to do. Insight of things that tickles your fancy, so to speak. The goal here is to try to ignite your creative brain to work. And this is the first step towards your creation. Now Rumikay gonna tell you another step.
How about reflecting when you're not sick? Yes, you don't need to reflect only when you get sick. You should practice this often in your life. So the first step is to change the environment. Find a place that brings you joy. It could be in the city, like some place, like your favorite place in the city. Konstantin calls it the heart of the city. And go to that place. You know, sometimes we often go to this park in Burbank that we both enjoy, and we often do our picnics there, and it's a time for reflection as well. So just pick a place that brings you really joy, and where you feel like you have all the energy in the world there. Go to that place and bring a journal with you and a pen. So then, once you're there in the environment that truly brings you joy, try to observe the environment, take it all in, all the sounds, smell, all the beauties that surround you. And hopefully, this happy place will inspire reflection in you. So then you can start reflecting and you can write down all the things, all the moments that bring you joy, your childhood memories. Try to bring back the childhood joy in your life. And sometimes, reflecting can also be just tracking where you are in life and where do you want to go next. Just checking in with yourself and with your current state, like with your current emotional, physical state, just how you feel in the moment, how do you feel in this certain period of your life, and what's next, and where can you go from this. So those moments when we pause in life are so important because life is, these days, is so dynamic. We're often chasing stuff and we're rushing somewhere, we're rushing to work and here and that, but we forget to pause and just reflect and just track and see, like, analyze if the stuff that you're currently doing are really the things you want to do or you wanted to do, and if you're on the right track. So you have to pause to kind of look at the signs and see if you are on the right track. So yeah, reflecting is very important, but the first step is to find an environment that you really love where it will inspire you to do this reflection.
Now it's time to transform your passions into action. If you love riding a bicycle, rent a bicycle, go around your city. If you love doodling, then take an art class, start painting. If you love dancing, dance. Don't even need to class, just dance. And the goal here is not to just make this activity your life purpose or life goal necessarily, although it could be a great choice, but to refresh your creative mind and put it in a new way of thinking. So then you can have space to find things that actually important to you and insert them in your life. It's always like this. Always transform whatever you're doing into action. And in this case, those little things that you love to do as a kid. Maybe you like to observe something. Maybe you like to swimming in the pool. Maybe you like reading. And start doing those things, because once you start doing those things, you may discover some new ideas of how to approach things. Or as you're reading something, you find an activity that is described in the book that you're really interesting to try. The most important thing is to make it a fun step, because this is the most important part. This is the step where you need to really open up to the world, like let the world guide you in a sense. Just be open to the world as you do those action steps, because then as you start doing those action steps, there will be some other directions from the world to you, to what you like to do, what you love to do, and perhaps what you should be doing. Reload your creative mind, and then
you will look at the world with a new, transformed perspective. You could start things that you've never even done before, you never even thought of doing. You may even surprise yourself. Or it could be simple as just doing the stuff you've already done, but with a new twist. So changing it up a little bit in your life. For example, changing your job, or adding some extra curriculum to your day, meaning like some new habits, implementing new habits in your daily routine. So you have fresh ideas to get you going. This will be at least until your next reflection session. So those reflection sessions are so important, so you can come up with some new ideas, and you might come up with new ideas, new wants in your life, new things you want to try, new food you want to try. But it's always important to check in with yourself. Find truly the things you enjoy doing on a ground level, like you as a person, you as Konstantin or as Rumena or whoever might be listening right now. What do you truly, truly want to do at the core of your heart? Like, what are the things you love doing, or the hobbies you love doing? If you love painting, or if you love dancing, or if you love reading, then why are you not doing it? Because we just limit ourselves throughout the day because of society and what other people might think of us, and age and whatever like it is that you tell yourself. But there's nothing you can do. Doesn't matter like what age or what circumstance in life you are. You can definitely try the things you want to do. If you always wanted to try salsa dancing, go and do it. Go try it. You only live once, so why don't you just try it? Good luck on your reflection session, and hopefully you will get some new ideas to get you going, to get you inspired until your next session. And now we came to the part of the show called Obsession of the Week. Konstantin, what is your obsession of the week?
This week my obsession is reading. Now I got a little bit more time for that. So I started to read Klara and the Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro, and this book is incredible. It's a story about this artificial friend, a sort of like a doll almost, that helps children to grow up, or not even children, but so far it's about the doll named Klara who got this interesting relationship with the child that that picked her at the store, and how it develops, and how the unique perspective of the artificial friend Klara let us look at us, at our life, and our emotions and things that we experience from the point of view of artificial intelligence. I'm halfway through the book, and so far I've been enjoying it. It's very well written, and it's easy to read as well. So I highly recommend it. It will give you some new ideas for sure. What about you, Rumikay? What is your obsession?
My obsession of the week is chocolate. I've always loved chocolate. I'm always obsessed with chocolate. But this week I've been trying this particular brand called Alter Eco. And it's amazing. Mm-hmm. The flavors I tried so far, like the flavor I'm trying right now is creme brulee. And the other one that I got is mint truffle. So I'm excited for that one as well because I do love mint chocolate. But it's a great chocolate brand. So I highly recommend it.
So that sums up this week, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, we'll really appreciate if you leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts. Help us to produce more episodes. Till next week.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for listening.